Hey, what's good, boy?
Man better hear me out like my CD, by the way, it's a madness. You don't wanna get a top in a Ps4, hungry shoes on, dumps in the lake, no loafers. If you can't handle the job, man better handle the notice. Okay, you got a rotors, I'll get rolled up, sound like views and posters. Put pain in your chest. Bad man from here to here, we tell them I'm not bad man. I'm supposed to call you, but I don't know what to say at all. There's this girl, she wants me to take her home. She don't really know me though. I'm just on the radio. And I'm not gonna tell you that I'm over it. I think about it every night, I'm not sobering. I don't know if I keep these feelings to myself. I don't need nobody else, but you, I need you. what's next? Twins in the stroller, amusement park, said roller coasters. What will I do when they get older? Stumble at the window, I go with the stroller. Get it over here, get your mind right. Double day, 7 8 to the last one. Quavo, you stripping mask off. Push your pants off, push your nigga dance on. Put my ass in his head off. Give you all my best stuff. Special. That's why.
Hi guys, Mumpy Mike here. How are you? If you guys can't tell that my face is very disfigured at the moment, it looks like I'm a fat bastard out of Austin Powers. Sick. It's because I've got the mumps. What even is fucking mumps? Well, I'll tell you what mumps is. Here's the Google explanation. Mumps most commonly affects the salivary glands. The affected salivary glands are called the parotid glands. Sometimes the moles virus can also cause inflammation of the testes, ovary, pancreas, or meninges. The story that I'm going to be telling you guys today is my experience with the NHS while suffering from mumps, and how shit my experience was. So a couple of days ago I came up with these big swellings on like the side of my face and like my neck, and they're extremely painful. It literally feels like my face and my jaw and my neck have all been beaten by Conor McGregor for 6 rounds. Like, my face feels broken. It's fucking painful. But even speaking now is actually hurting me. So the same evening that I came up with these lumps, I spoke to the doctor and they said that they thought I had mumps. They told me if it gets any worse, if it goes straight to A&E, call 111, which is like the not severe emergency service telephone number. Go to a GP or die. Those are the 4 options. So I woke up yesterday morning and my face had swollen up a lot more. Everything hurt 10 times worse. I have a bad fever. I still do now, but I'm battling through. I felt sick. I was nearly passing out. I had pains all over my body, and I genuinely thought I was dying. So I called 111, and after speaking to the woman for about 25 minutes, she called me an ambulance. So the ambulance came round to my apartment and checked me out, and they, between them, decided that I needed to go straight to A&E to get checked. So I jumped in the back of the ambulance, went to A&E, and sat there for 6 or 7 hours having my blood tested. I had a cannula in my hand. I'll put up a picture of that now, and I've still got like a little cut. Battle scar. And like, I felt like shit the whole day. So during the 7 hours that I spent in hospital yesterday, I bring up that I had a pain in my balls, in like my testes. I didn't know that this could be anything to do with mumps. I didn't know like that this could be a side effect or anything, like this could be serious. But they seemed to take it very, very seriously at the time and told me to come back to hospital this morning for an ultrasound to basically check if I didn't have a virus in my ballsack or lumps. So obviously all of last night and yesterday, after I heard this, I was shitting myself, thinking that I may be infertile for the rest of my life. Obviously meaning that I cannot have kids and what have you. So they told me to come into hospital this morning for 9 AM. So I was at the hospital at 8:30. You know, I don't want to be late for an appointment that could, you know, ruin or make my life. And they tell me that they hadn't even booked me in an appointment. Like, the doctor that I had yesterday was too lazy to type up appointment. So they then said they had to book me in an appointment later on today, around like 2 o'clock. So I was waiting in the hospital for 7 hours around other people with like a very contagious virus, after being told that the 3 things that I had to do for months was rest, stay away from people, and don't stress. 3 things that they told me not to do. So they wake me up early, make me stay in hospital all day so I couldn't rest, so couldn't do that. Then made me stay around in general population in the hospital, around children, women, old people with a contagious disease, which I felt bad about, but I had nowhere else to stay. And 3, I was stressing my fucking nuts off the whole day. So it finally comes time for my scan, and nobody in the hospital seems to know where I'm going or who I am or what my date of birth is even. And I finally find somebody that has some sort of clue of where I need to be. So they pull me upstairs and take me into a room where an elderly woman rubs my balls with a stick, otherwise known as an ultrasound. So the woman in there says that she can't see anything wrong with them. And obviously I know that they're hurting and they've swollen a bit, so I'm like, there is something wrong with them, I know this. And she's like, do you know where you're meant to be going after this? And I said, I have no idea. And she said, oh, well, maybe go back down to A&E where you were yesterday and ask them. So obviously I finish my scan, I go down to A&E and I'm like, look, I don't know where I'm meant to be going, do you have any idea? And they said, no, we have no idea. Why don't you go to CDU, which is like another unit in the hospital. So I go to CDU and they're like, we don't know where you're meant to be. Go to main reception. Go to main reception. Main reception have no idea. And then one of the nurses that I've spoken to earlier in the day walked past me and goes, oh, come over here and wait in this room. So I was like, oh, thank you. So me and Abby are sitting there waiting in this room for ages for these people to finally turn up and tell me what's going on. I mean, after a full day today of people having no idea where I was meant to be, no idea what I was meant to be doing, who I was meant to be seeing, where I was meant to go, anything to do with what was wrong with me, who I was, my date of birth or anything, even though I gave it in like 10 times. Nobody had any idea and it was shit. Like, I was trying to figure out everything by myself and it was so fucking stressful. So we finally get like the results of this scan back and I'm trying to chase it up and I'm like, who's going to tell me these scan results? Nobody seems to know again. And finally somebody goes, oh, are you Michael? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, oh, I've just been given your scan results. I think I meant to read them to you. And I was like, that took a bit of confidence knowing that you barely even know that you're meant to be reading me my scan results. And he turns around and says to me that I am in third file. Sick. So he said that in these scans they'd come up with all this swelling and shit and that would make me in fertile. 99% sure that I am now infertile. And obviously as somebody who wants to have a family at some point, there's really not much worse news you can get. I mean, I'm being deadly serious when I say I'd rather be diagnosed with a serious illness and still be able to reproduce. I'd rather be diagnosed with something like cancer than not being fertile. Like, the only reason why people are on this planet is to reproduce. What is the point of having a dick and ballsack and being alive in general if I can't have kids? What's the point? So obviously this information hit me very, very fucking hard and made both me and Daddy very upset. So we had like 5 or 10 minutes kind of in shock, figuring out what I'm going to do with my life. And then somebody else comes in the room 5 minutes later and tells me that they'd read the scan wrong, the person in there beforehand, because they were a trainee doctor and they didn't know how to read the scan properly. And they'd already put on the system, like the whole fucking system of your medical background, that now I was infertile. And what the fuck? So the NHS made me infertile. Like, they made me infertile on every system ever. They told me I was infertile without knowing what they were doing. They messed me around all day, and I still don't know my proper test results yet. They said they'll call me back later on tonight. It pisses me off because, one, I have a virus at the moment which could potentially be deadly because I was not vaccinated for it. I could actually become infertile. I could die from this shit. Like, very slight chance of dying, but I could become infertile. And when you have a doctor, you want to feel like you trust them 100% with your well-being, with your health, with everything to diagnose you properly and make you better and stop these things. But when you go into these NHS hospitals, they always seem to have no idea of what's going on. I myself pay 40% tax on my money. 40% tax, so I have free healthcare, and obviously all these other things that tax pays for. But the biggest thing in England is obviously the NHS, and they can't even fucking book me in an appointment. They can't even read a scan properly. They can't even tell me where I'm going to next. Like, how am I, like what the fuck? I'm shitting myself because every hour that goes past when I have this swelling in my testes and I have this swelling on my face, I don't know if it's getting worse. I don't know if this swelling in my testicles is going to make me infertile yet. I haven't been told my actual test results. And it feels like every hour that goes past is an hour that they could have prevented, and if something was there, they could have helped, but they just don't. And it's a fucking scary situation. I want to be able to have kids when I'm older. I don't want to be infertile. I mean, what is the point in living if you can't reproduce? It's the one thing we're here for. I mean, it's a piss take. It's a piss take, and it needs to get better. I know some people may have different experiences with the NHS, and it may be really good for you, but for me, recently, it's been nothing but stressful. Nothing but pain inflicted on me and my well-being for no reason because nobody read the scan properly. Me wasting 8 hours in my day because nobody could be bothered to book me in the appointment that they promised me. Me potentially spreading this virus because they made me wait in the general population instead of by myself in a room. But all this stuff is preventable. Like, I feel bad just being around these people in a waiting room with something that could fuck them up as much as fucked me. And it's pissed me off that, like, I pay this much money for healthcare here and they're all about as useless as my pinky toe. It's very fucking annoying. I'm not bashing the NHS as a whole before people start getting pissed off. It's a good thing people get free healthcare, but just because it's free doesn't mean it should be shit. There should still be some sort of standard of healthcare that they have to live up to. Like, reading a test result properly should be a standard that the NHS should live up to, even though it's free. Well, it's not actually free because we pay stupid amounts of tax for it. It's a pay. And I'm very ill, and I feel like shit, and speaking for the last 15 minutes has really fucked my jaw, and it really hurts because of all of this swelling. So I'm going to go to bed and sleep and wait for the call that tells me if I'm fertile or not, and then again probably not believe what they say because they're useless as fuck. Brilliant. Oh, fuck. How's it going, guys? If you're seeing this video, it means this worked and I'm still alive, which is good, I guess. My girlfriend, right, is very scared of me cheating because obviously we've both been cheated and we both know how shit it is, and I guess everybody carries on that little bit of anxiousness when they get into a new relationship. They're like, oh, is he going to cheat on me? I don't know. Obviously, I'm not a dick, so I'm not actually going to cheat on her, but I thought it'd be funny if I just pretended, because this is Abby, and she's gullible as fuck. So, I don't have, like, a girl actress that I can use to put in the bed, and then be like, oh, we had sex, what are you going to do? So I thought the next best thing I could do was buy some condoms and some anal lube. Because the colour of the anal lube is the same as semen. So what I'm going to do is literally just get... yummy. So basically I'm going to get the condom and I'm going to... It already looks used, that's the thing. I'm going to fill it with anal lube. I'm not sure if you can see that going in. Yummy. And you can kind of see there that it looks a bit like semen. And if we just do this. Oh yeah. This little used condom looking thing, isn't it? I mean, if I saw that in my parents' room, I'd probably cry. Quite a lot. The idea of this, like if it works, is I'm going to leave this somewhere in my room next to the anal lube, which I brought from Ann Summers. If you ever want that booty relax, get that booty relax from Ann Summers. So I'm going to leave these here, right? This is the thing, I'm not sure, I don't want to put it on the bed because I don't want to get booty relax all over my bed, right? But I don't want to put it on the floor because then it won't be in shot. So I want to find somewhere that she'll be able to pick it up in shot. Obviously, my camera's hidden behind like my clothes and shit here. I'm just trying to think of somewhere that this and this could go that's still in shot, but she would notice, if that makes sense. I sleep on that side of the bed, right, when she's laying down, I sleep on this side, so if I put it on her side of the bed, like here, right, should I just disguise it? Can you see it if I put it in the drawer? Can you see that? Is that a shot? Oh, sorry about that, I pause. We have quite a soft relationship, but you know how it is. So you can see she sent me this at 9, and it's currently 9:11. So she'll be here in about 5 minutes. So I've got enough time to leave up there, sit in bed, and pretend. Fuck, I really hope this goes well, man, because I've never done a prank like this on my channel. They've always been like lyric pranks or something, or I've just told my mum that I've got someone pregnant. I've never done like an actual thing where I'm relying on somebody else to notice something. So I'm kind of scared that it's not going to work, but cross fingers. Also, sorry about the shitty lighting. It's because I don't want to bring my professional lighting in here, otherwise it looks fake as fuck. Do you know what I mean? Okay, she literally just texted me. Obviously, you can't see because the camera's over there. That she has just entered my flight contacts now, so she's going to be here like literally in a minute. I'm going to sit here on my laptop, on my side of the bed, pretending to do something I don't know what to do. I'm kind of nervous because I need to act this time. And I can't act for shit. So I'm going to sit here, pretend to do something. Hopefully she comes in here and not in the kitchen first. And then kind of says hello and all this. And then hopefully she clocks on. Because that's not our thing we've used. We've never used that. But now we've got it, we may as well. Hey! You alright, dickhead? What? You alright, dickhead? Can you grab me a bottle of water? Yeah. Cheers, babe. Just edit videos. What's that? Busy and stressful. I got you a water. Cheers, babe. Yeah. Wait, she's so funny. Warner Bros. Just released this, though. Yeah, I used it on you.
No, you didn't, because it was a Dutch woman.
How do you know this?
And you got all that, and that was the next morning. I mean, you're shocked for words. Are you?
Overreacting.
No, are you heated on this?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they are, yeah.
Oh, is this serious? Well, who's that? Who's it that? It's not. Stop it. Why can't I believe that?
Well, either that or it's from what else we're going to say.
Why is it? No! Well, you just said you bought these today. Why are you lying? You've just caught up in a lie. Why are you lying?
I'm not.
Who? No.
I don't know what to say to you, honestly.
Take me away.
You do, man.
Who's on me?
Mine.
What did you use on then?
No one. I bought some condoms for us.
But why is it used? Man, just tell me the truth. Mike, tell me the truth. Did you cheat on me? And what is that then? Not getting anywhere.
What do you mean, my phone cheating you then? What are you talking about?
Oh. Stop, man. Who's that? Mike.
I'm speaking to you, that shit. Can you not? I'm editing a video, can you not? Speak to you about what?
Who's that? Are you actually cheating on me? Who's that then? Why is that there? You know I love you. Why is it on the top of that?
I'm done anything, mate.
But you... Because you cheated on me. Who did you do it with? Who did you do it with? I do, but I don't know what to think. But it's not. It's not. You just said you don't know what to say. It's already not ours. I can really... What the fuck? No, you're not.
I don't know what came over me.
Please don't touch me.
Probably so cheated you again.
No.
Yeah, I do. But my controller keeps on dying, so I'm gonna have to get the charger in a minute.
Why are you laughing? What? I've just cheated on me and now I'm going home.
Where the fuck is he going, lad? Abby? You going up?
Please tell me this was a joke.
I said it was a joke when you walked out the door, you twat.
the rat.
Relax. Did you not see what my camera was? I put it up. Oh, you're fucking happy, man. I love you. Can we just relax that booty later?
Oh my god, is it actually
I put the end of
Wait,
it.
is it actually though?
Why don't you have a fucking camera recording you knobhead?
It could be a prank or
So I'll end the video, I'll fucking show you. If that makes you feel any better.
Yeah.
Alright. Today I'm going to be doing something that is definitely original. Because nobody has ever reacted to this before. No one. If for some reason you didn't look at the title and don't know what this video is about, this is going to be the funniest kids This is going to be the funniest kids tech. This is going to be the funniest kids test answers. What I was meant to say first time, but it didn't come out, did it? I could relate quite a lot with these people, because even in my GCSEs, I had no idea what these questions were. I think for one of my history papers, my history teacher could actually back me up on this. It asked me to name two political parties that are not